Hey, what's going on, guys? Josue back again with another video on HearmeRaw. And today we are out here at Ames Noel State Park. Now, depending on how long you've been following me, you know that this is the place where I shot my very first YouTube video. At least not my very first YouTube video, but my first YouTube video on this channel. If you've been following me long enough, you know that I had another channel called Real Tech, where I made videos about smartphones and other things like that, my interest. That's kind of like where my YouTube started. But then, spiritual journey came about. Look at these clouds. Ooh. I rediscovered nature, started discovering myself and my purpose, my journey, what's going on in the world. Hello, Kobe's, poison dart, Kobe's. You know me though, like I tend to have these off so I can ground myself on the earth. I'm using the Moto Z4 right now. Actually, no, it's Moto Z3. Getting a bit ahead of myself. But yeah, Ames Noel State Park. I'm gonna talk regular now. Did you like my little voice? If you like that voice, maybe I'll use it to like do something. I like to change my voice. It's a good thing. And hopefully this is catching me well. I don't know what it looks like because I'm using the back camera. But another reminder to get out into nature and to meditate and to look at the trees. And you don't always have to meditate with your eyes closed. You can actually keep your eyes open and just be still and just be quiet and then just pay and just start like listening to all the sounds around you. Because when you're in the woods like this, like as you can see, it's like a lot of woods here. When you're in the woods like this, right? If you stay still long enough and you stay quiet long enough and just listen, you'll hear so many things. The longer you do it, you'll hear animals from all over, and it's beautiful and it's all healing sounds. And you also too, you can just look at the water. I haven't looked too much into it, but there's something called hydromancing. People just love to look at the water, and guess what? The water is giving you information. Everything you look at is giving you information. When you look at looking at the trees, you're getting information. The water, the sun, the moon, you're getting information. Just don't look at the sun when it's too bright, all right? If it's hurting, don't look at it. But the sunset, we love. Why do people love sunsets? You know, because we're actually meant to look at the sun. We're meant to worship the sun. So looking at the sun now, it's beautiful. I love it. Sun gazing. Some people say that when they sun gaze, like they're not as hungry. And I can say that that is true. I know one thing for sure. When I spend time in nature, I'm not as hungry. There's not as much things going on in nature as there is in the outside world. In nature, you're not, in the cities, you're not surrounded by the trees. You're not surrounded by the animals. You're not surrounded by the water. The air is not as clean. You have all these cars with all these emissions going on, you know? So you have a lot of things against you in nature, and there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of frequencies. There's a lot of, I'm just gonna say that there's a lot of noise. There's a lot of noise. And so it's a little bit harder to keep the peace, and that's why people get agitated. When people get agitated, they're losing their energy, they're getting angry, their mind's going other places, their mind's on overload, their mind's not resting, thus causing them to be hungry. That's why you're hungrier when you're around that kind of environment, if you haven't learned a way of, like, you know, calming your mind and being able to withstand all that. You know, having some practices. You gotta have practices when you're in a city. Maybe like finding some places where you can sit and relax and rest. You know, I was talking to my lab one day. I was like, "Yo, why isn't there like a place that you can literally just go and take a nap?" That's so crucial. You think only kids need naps? No, everybody needs naps. Naps are good. Power naps. I don't know how I would not be here today if it wasn't for power naps. If I didn't take my power naps, I think I probably would have killed someone by now. Just kidding. Pacifist here. Um, but yeah, naps are important. Sometimes you actually need to rest. You know, most of the time when people get tired, what do? They eat sugar, they eat candy, they eat gum, they do these energy drinks and all that stuff. They drink coffee. I love coffee, I really do. I don't drink it. I don't really crave it that much, but I do love it. And every now and then I'll have it because I love to try different things. I love coffee. I love a lot of things. It's just that some things get overused. But what I love most though, you know, nature. Nature is key. Um, for some reason, in America, we're still destroying nature in favor of parking lots, and we gotta put a stop to that. We really do gotta put a stop to that, and more of us have to speak out about this and spread the knowledge, because people don't have no. A lot of people have no idea what's going on because there are a lot of distractions. But we need this. We're not gonna get anywhere without all this. We can't survive without this. We can't survive without the bees, man. We can't survive without them. So figure out what's going on, figure out how nature works. And I was talking to a guy here, Steve. We're just talking about the animals and how beautiful they are and what they do to the ecosystem and stuff like that. And just imagine, like, these animals really take care of this planet. If they're not here, we're not gonna survive. Humans are not at the top of the food chain. If anything, we are lucky. If anything, humans are lucky to experience this existence. There was a post on Instagram I just shared in my stories. Like, if bees go extinct, it showed that like the world was over and done with. If humans go extinct, it showed all the animals. But yeah, I don't know if you've ever watched like Animal Planet or anything like that. But I don't I have a lot of examples. I'm not an expert, but like just seeing how the elephants they create the trails, seeing how any place that once you add water to it, there's life. Water is life. Water is literally life. So why do we poison our waters? Why are we poisoning our waters? Why are a lot of our waters dirty? We get a lot of oxygen from water too. We get oxygen from the rainforest, the trees, and the water, the oceans. But we're polluting them with water and chemicals. We're dumping things in them. We're littering all over the place. Come on, man. We can do better. I believe that we can do better. I have faith in people. I have faith in humanity. I do. You know, going vegan, I almost lost faith in humanity. I'm not gonna lie. When I went vegan, I did all the research. I found out what the humans were doing. I was pissed. I was pissed. I was pissed. I was pissed. But you know what? Being pissed at humans is not gonna get us anywhere. Because humans are, you know, humans have fragile egos. So if you're pissed, if you're angry at them and stuff like that, they're just gonna cower. They're just gonna defend themselves. That cognitive dissonance is gonna come up, and they're gonna ignore you. So I choose love. I do my best to be loving. Every now and then I might go a little harsh on them. You know, get a little emotional. Things happen, but for the most part, I'm a loving dude, and I do have faith in humanity. And we have to have faith. Like, if we don't have faith in humanity, like, we are the ones that got us into this. We are the ones that have to get us out. So guess what? We have to uplift the people. So do your best to uplift people. I know as a vegan, if you're a vegan too, that the world puts you down. The world doesn't is not really in favor of you, but it's getting better. Vegan options are popping up all over the place. More people are doing the research thanks to the internet, thanks to social media and stuff like that. There's a lot of crazy stuff happening too, but let's focus on the good. Let's focus on spreading the knowledge. Let's focus on helping people to reconnect with nature so that way they can reconnect with themselves. Get all these organic downloads going. Get this calmness going. Get the yoga going. Get the meditation going. And I'm gonna leave you guys with a breathing exercise. So I'm not sure what this one's called, but it's a nice one, and you can do it this many different ways. Like, so you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it in for 4 seconds, and then you breathe out for 4 seconds. And then you can go up to, you can do it 5 seconds, 6 seconds, 7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds. You can do it as long as you're able to, as you progress. But the reason why breathing exercises are so good is that we get a lot of stagnant oxygen with. But yeah, like the video stopped again. I'm not sure why. Probably because I got that notification. But yeah, the reason why breathing exercises are so good is because, like I said, is you got like when you're not breathing in deeply, when you're not really taking out those deep breaths, stagnant the oxygen in your body, like it needs to leave. I'm glad I remembered to say this is like letting go is important. Letting go is important. Oxygen is the most vital thing. Even before water, without oxygen we would die. And with oxygen being the most important thing for our survival, do we even hold it? Do we even hold it? We don't hold it. We let it go. Human beings need to get into the habit of letting things go. So we're holding stagnant air, which is stagnant energy. If you're not eating properly, if you're not taking care of your body, if your energy flow is not good, your system's not good, guess what? You become constipated. So again, now you have things in your body that they're there longer than they should, and they start to ferment, they start to do things, they start to cause disease because they start to block things up. So it's all about allowing things to flow, and for things to flow, you gotta let go. That's a nice rhyme. See, I was thinking about it. I spend enough time in nature. I start to say these rhymes, and maybe I could start writing music. You know, maybe, possibly. But yeah, looks like the sun is pretty much gone, so you guys can have my undivided attention. But yeah, they're really, really good, those breathing exercises. I'm not sure if I showed it before. I think the camera it stopped, but another one you can do is like. You know, so try those out and let me know, and come back to this video and put in the comment section below, see if you if anything happened to you, for you. But when people see me do it, they look at me like I'm crazy, and it's like, you know, they're baffled by it. But I love it. And the thing is, I feel like when I do something that my body loves, and then I smoke cannabis or something like that, and I get in tune, it all comes out. So every now and then, like I'll smoke, and out of nowhere, if need be, my body takes over and just be like, okay, you need to breathe right now, and then just like I just get the impulse to do it, and I do it. And I'll go outside and it's like, and I'll stretch, and I'll jump, and I'll run, and I'll do whatever that my body says, kind of like almost like a wild animal, because I do believe that we are all, like humans are wild animals, and we are reflected out here. Humans are reflected out here. If you look at nature, you will see this. You see signs in us. Like you look at like the in the leaves, you see the vines. It's almost like the veins, right? You got the acorn, no, the walnuts, or no, is it the walnuts? It's one of those plants where it looks like the brain, like, and it's good. It's got the omega-3. It's good for your brain. And so if you look at yoga, you got the dog, you got the all the animal poses, cat pose, cow pose, up down, downward dog, whale, not whale. That's in acro yoga. Uh, but yeah, there's definitely a connection to the animals. And when I look at people, I see there's bird people, there are cat people, there are dog people. Yeah, there are people that look like dogs. There are people that look like cats. There are people that look like sheep. There are people that look like hippos. It's like, we be out here. And yeah, so that was my video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you got something out of it. Go out there and be weird and start freaking people out with your breathing, and just remind them that they need to breathe more and do some breathing exercises. And Ross Smart has also mentioned too how, I remember he said it, I was like, what? He said something about like how he's talking about you can have orgasms just through breathing. Is that not amazing, guys? What Imagine what kind of world we would be living in if more people were having orgasms, and that they didn't need other people to have them, because that's one thing too. A lot of women fake orgasms, so like there's a lot of people not being pleased out here. So self-pleasure is important, you know, um, especially because in order for someone else to really please you, they have to get to know you. But a lot of us don't know ourselves. So get to know yourself, get to know what you like, and then you can teach others how to please you. Peace. Have a good day. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.